Hi there, my name is Gail and I'm from fantasticfreezer.com, and we're going to give you a little story about how we use our labels, our fantastic labels, so you can see how you could use them in your freezer, your refrigerator, in your kitchen. It's fantastic. So watch this. What we did was we went to the grocery store, and this is over a space of time. We bought all kinds of goodies, you know, sausages, and we put them in the freezer. There's some chicken thighs, as you can see, but I've got them all spiced up, and they're all separated by parchment paper. There's layers and layers of them. And you may say, how many people are we feeding? It's just the two of us actually, but we do this in advance so that when we cook it all up, we can portion pack it when we get back. More sausages. My husband is a fiend for sausages, but we have these labels that say sausage, hot dog, pork, barbecue. You see the QR label on there because we scan that label so we can actually see how many sausages we have if we're in the grocery store and we want to get, see if we should take advantage of a sale. Okay, so that's what the QR code is for. And then there's absolutely more sausages. Can you believe it? And then there's trout. But again, do you see the QR code for trout? And it says fantasticinventorytracker.com. So we use all these labels specifically color-coded. See, we've got blue for the fish, and we've got this pink color for the prepared meat. And then we had this red color here for meat that, again, there's the QR code so we can keep track of each item individually. And we do have other colors. In fact, if you look over here, you'll see on the front of our freezer, you'll see that where we have a lot of different colors. So there's green for veggies and yellow for berries, and there's sort of a beigey color and white, black even for TV dinners and casseroles, and you know, just how we want it to be. You could change these color combinations for you. You don't have to have yellow for fruit. You could have yellow for whatever. Anyway, we'll be back at you when we go to the next segment. Okay, so we've got Richard heading for the park, and as you can see, he's loaded with all kinds of goodies, including charcoal. So we're here at Hampton Pines Park, and we'll meet you up at the barbecue pit. Hello everybody. So here we are at Hampton Pines Park. You can hear the blue jays. There's Richard, and there's his stuff he's just lugged over here. This is before we set up. Of course, here's the trusty barbecue. And so here we are at the park. We're just getting set up. As you can see, we have a lot of food that we brought from our kitchen. There's the trout back there minding itself, and all these other ones that we showed you. And we're just keeping them covered for now. There's the grill basket for the trout. Well, you may wonder, where's all that smoke coming from? Smoke, 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 smoke. Look at that. The barbecue is smoking. And now it's just set up. Okay, so there's some chunks of mesquite, I think. Maybe it's hickory, I'm not sure. But of course, we're all set up with all our gear and ready to cook once the barbecue is all set. Well, here we are. We're just putting some chicken thighs on here. They're semi-frozen, actually more frozen than non-semi. And so they're just going to smoke basically. And what I'm going to also do is put some pans on top of them to contain the smoke in them. And we're just going to put them loosely on top. We can do that just to keep them that way. And we also have other pans that we can put on them. We're going to go just get some of these very done sausages. And we're going to put them on here just to hold them for a little bit. And then I'll be putting some fish on here. You see, it's pretty easy. Just get them ready. Now these are quite crispy because I left them just a bit too long, but you know what? They're going to taste great. So these are some chicken that we did over here. We put them on this because the flames were so high. And underneath this, we've got some other chicken going, as you can see. Okay, they're just sizzling on the. Oh, it's like a griddle. Okay, that's it for the moment. Well, here we are. We're making progress. So under here is the fish, right? And then there's some chicken that's cooking. So I'm going to take these covers off. I got these super duper gloves on that are really amazing. I got them from Home Depot. They were a gift. Here we go. Oh, that looks really terrific. That's the skin side. So we're going to give it maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'll test it with the food thermometer. So here we have a thermometer, of course, and we're back to the fish. So I want to know if it's good to go yet or not. And we're having fun, you know. This gets a little. Now that's the skin side, and we've been doing the other side. Let me just flip it over a little bit. Ooh, gee, that looks good. So let me just stick this in. Oh yeah, it's good now. It's good. So we're going to be flipping this into a pan, and then we'll put some more things on this side. Well, here we are. We're going to put the chicken in a container. You know how we had these in the container before? I just checked with the thermometer, and these are done now. So I'm going to put them in here. And then when we get them home, we're going to portion pack them. As you can see, these are really great copper mats. And the reason why we use these is because we do the burgers on them. And if we didn't do it this way, the burgers would fall right through. I'm just going to throw this on the ground here. We'll get it later, just for the sake of convenience. All right, so what we do is we take, actually it's Jimmy Dean's sausage. It's hot sausage from Jimmy Dean's. And Richard makes these into patties. And they are absolutely delicious. But as you can see, they're quite large, but they will cook down. So here we are, the last stage. The burgers are grilling on the copper mats, and the fire's low, so there's no flames or anything. So we've been cooking these. I've flipped them once already over. So now we're just going to put them into the pan on top of parchment paper. And the last one. Ta-da! See, and then we'll put the lid on, and then we'll put the label on, and we're good. Thanks for joining us. Hey, it's Gail back again at our kitchen. We were at the barbecue for a few hours this afternoon, and look what we brought home. All kinds of goodies. Here's the burgers that we did in many quantities, and we have our burger card, or our burger label, as we call them. And then we have the chicken bone-in. Ooh, wow, those look terrific. But then there's also chicken boneless. These are great for cutting up into little bits, along with our sausages, and we just use these for snacks. See, isn't that cool? That's why we cook so many of these. And then here's the sausages that we did today. Lots and lots and lots of sausages. Again, they all have their own label. And this will go on the front of the shelf as well as in the bag, because sometimes you can't tell what these are after they're frozen. And then here's the chops, the pork ribeye boneless, and also the trout. Trout is, that's the skin side, and then the other part. So we'll bag all that because we love to have trout, as well as many other things. So if you're wondering why we make so much, well, this is at least 2 or 3 months worth of food, right? When we bag it all, we don't have to do it again for quite some time, and we can choose what we want at night. He may want chicken and I may want, you know, a trout, or vice versa. We can pull out our portion packs and we can eat what we want, and it's all prepared, and it's prepared perfectly. So we can relax now for the next 2 to 3 months. So we'll meet you back when we get it all packaged up. And here we are again, back in our kitchen, and we've been busy. Oh my gosh, have we been busy. You saw all that food that we cooked? Look at this. We have packaged it all. There's all the burgers. Now there's 2 patties in a bag, okay, separated by parchment paper. So there's 2, one for Richard, one for me, if we're in the mood for that. And then look at all these sausages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 5. 7 times 5, 35 sausages. And then we have pork chops. There's 3 in a bag here. We usually cut those up for little niblets and so on. Remember I showed you those niblets earlier. And then there's thighs, chicken thighs. These are boneless, okay, all of those. Then these are chicken thighs bone-in. So we distinguish those, of course. There's 2, I think, in a package. And then look at all the trout. Yummy, yummy. So one of these, we cut them into sections, all that trout. One of these does 2 of us, this one piece. So here we are, we have them. So what we do now, and this is only a sample of what we do ribs, we do other types of food as well. So, and then we also do soups, and we portion pack just about everything that we can, because as I mentioned earlier, sometimes one of us wants one thing for a night and the other person wants something else. So what do? We have it all in our fantastic freezer. This isn't possible to do this unless we had a fantastic freezer, right? With the pull-out shelves. So now we're going to show you putting it into the freezer. So if we just back up a little bit, and then we're going to probably open this door. Look at the front of the door though. You'll see that we have a lot of the labels that are here. Like here's the trout, and then there's all these other ones that we've been using. Some of them are empty now because we pulled them out. We're going to make some more of these. But broth, soup, that just gives you an idea. Ice cream, yes, we do that, of course. So I'm going to open the door. I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but these are the ones that we pull out, right? So here's some burgers from before, right? We actually had 2 sets of burgers before. So I'm going to take the new burgers and I'm going to put them in way at the back. Okay, so I'm going to put this in way at the back. You'll notice these shelves just stay there. Okay. And we just pile them up so we can see them. Just like that. Now the ones that were there before, I'm going to put at the front. So we rotate things. Can we eat all these burgers? My God, I think I'll put some over here. There's lots of room here. We've got some steak here that we had from before. See, you can't tell what this is right now. If I asked you, what is this? What is this? Unless I had this label on here, you wouldn't have a clue. And sometimes we put things like, we write on them, beef chunks. Like I would have no clue what was in here unless I had that label on there. Same thing here. And the tilapia and sweet potatoes, and you can just see it. And soup. See, here's some soup that I did. Rice pudding. Whoops, what's this? Ribs, baby back ribs. Oh, we love those. But there was some here that I had to write on. You know, that we write on those. And we've got fruit, lots of fruit here. There's some strawberries. There's my strawberries label. Some other fruit, raspberries. You know, sometimes I do a casserole. These are a lot of potatoes, sweet potatoes. I could go on and on. If we didn't have this, we'd be in big trouble. Okay? And it just hangs out there like this. It's no big deal. I can just pull it out. I don't have to go standing on my head to see what's on here. We love it. There's the 2 side panels. There's the rails that hold the shelves. There's the shelves. There's the labels that you can slide around and you can take in and out. Okay, so these are easy peasy. So these are the support parts. You can see this all on our website and all the videos. So come on in to fantasticfreezer.com. Have some fun. Put all your good stuff around so you can find it. Find everything in a flash. See you there.